Hello LFS fans and welcome to today's video where we will talk about the somewhat controversial topic of an LFS whitelist and why it is very likely to never be implemented. Today's video will be divided into 3 parts where I will first count some of the many suggestions to implement the whitelist to LFS, and then I will state my own opinion on why I think LFS will never implement such a thing, and after that I will use my amazing Microsoft Paint skills to demonstrate. But now, without any further ado, let's begin. For the suggestions, I decided to bring 3 with varying degrees of goals and detail. Please do keep in mind that I have crossed out both name and profile picture to protect the poster, at least somewhat, from harassment. The first one, which you can see here, is often seen in the suggestions channels and will very often get no answer at all. It is also visible through the up and down vote ratio that this is not the best way to pitch the idea of a whitelisted server. The second one has more detail and also seems more popular with the people, and it states that the user wants a server which you must sign up for. And now for the third and last suggestion. Most people may recognize who posted this. It is a very long one. It suggests, among other things, that the user wants a similar whitelist to the second suggestion, except this user explains it in greater detail and brings a fellow 5M server up as an example. Now please keep all this in mind while we come into the next part, which is entirely my opinion and speculation. Now, the situation at hand can be described very easily. You see, this is how LFS works now. We have a group of people and they join LFS. And also the people who have been in the server for longer, they also join LFS. Now let's imagine all of these little stickman figures represent 5 people each. That means that there is now 30 people online. Now for my time that's about the midday, and for American time that's probably the middle of the night. Now we at whitelist. So these people, they're more experienced, they've been to the flight school, and they are also the ATC, the ground crew, and all the other departments. They go to the whitelist server because they don't want to deal with RDMers, which is just maybe 5 people. But now we have these people. They are coming and they want to join this server also, but they are not qualified for it. So they go here, they see this is no fun, and they leave again. Now maybe we will see other people. Like this here, this is Mike. Mike has friends in whitelist, and he hasn't been playing LFS much because he didn't like the RDMers, but he is qualified, so he can also go here. So this now means that while we don't have as much people as we had up here before, we do still have a lot of people in the whitelist server. But now this guy comes along. This guy is a moderator. And this guy also really wants to go to the whitelist server. I mean, he's a qualified pilot. But because he also joins the server, this now means that the people who are in the normal server are very sad. Because they don't have any moderation and they get constantly killed by non-contactors. Well, they don't get killed by non-contactors, but they get annoyed by non-contactors. And also killed by RDMers. So now this moderator has to come here. But turns out the moderator doesn't really want to be here, so he's quite unhappy as well. So what does this result in? The moderators aren't happy. The people in the normal server, they may be okay with it for the most part, but they're also gonna be very sad. And the people in the whitelist server, they're gonna act like they're higher ups, even though they won't have as many people as they would normally. Now, if we take all of this away, let's just get rid of this. We have these people. And now, while I can definitely imagine that 5 people are RDMers, there's a good chance that the other 10 people in the server, maybe they are quite good at flying, maybe they've flown in a simulator before, or maybe they're just new and they want to explore. But if these other MSs kill them and there is not really a lot of moderation, because of course the moderation, they want to go where they want to go here to these people screaming, oh no, we're getting Coupariamas. No, they want to go here, which is understandable. They don't want to deal constantly only with non-contactors and all that. They want to play with the friends on whitelist. And this, of course, creates the dilemma which we have. And this is why, to explain it in this sense, LFS will most likely not implement a whitelist, because these people are sad, and as of course now the people on whitelist, they may get tired after a while. So let's put these guys away. Let's bring you back. Sorry, let's bring this guy back, and also this guy. So now there's just 10 people here, maybe 15 with the moderator. That's the same amount as the normal server. Because what happens now, that these people on the normal server, they don't exist. They're like, okay, I don't want to play here anymore. They go whoop, and they're gone, right? So what happens now to this server? Well, after some time, people get tired of playing. Or maybe they just don't find the activity enough. And what are we left with? The moderators, who are here all alone. And what will most likely happen then is that they will go back here. And normal people will come. Just like it used to be. And LFS whitelist will be gone, most likely in this event. Because of the simple fact that nobody plays there anymore. Now, of course, this is highly speculation, and it is my personal opinion that this is very likely to happen. And it is also my opinion that I think this is why the moderators don't want to implement a whitelist. Of course, I can understand that people may think it's for other reasons, but if one thing is for sure, that is the moderators definitely don't want to not implement the whitelist because they are evil. That's ridiculous, and I have read that once. So, this was the Microsoft Paint part. I hope you enjoyed it. Great job, Paint Me. You never moved the wrong stick, man. Now, of course I understand that you may be saying, but that's only one extreme. And that is true. I only made the extreme version of the whitelist because while other ideas do exist, many of the suggestions are only trying to, in my opinion, get a separate whitelist server, because many say, make a whitelist server, instead of saying, make the server whitelist, which would bring similar problems either way. Now, I again want to reiterate that this video is almost entirely my opinion. If you disagree, leave a comment and I'll look what I can improve for my next video to be more neutral and unbiased. Take care, fly high, and please subscribe to keep up with the Lucaas Flight Simulator news. Have a great day. Take care, fly high, and please subscribe to keep up with the Lucaas. I only made the extreme version of the whitelist because while the other ideas do exist and many suggestions are